Breaking, Russia Chechen combat units officially informed Iran that they're ready to deploy to Iran to fight alongside Iranian forces if the United States launches a ground invasion. Whoa, let's listen to this, Harry.
Iranian state media is now claiming that combat units from Russia's Chechen Republic have declared themselves ready to deploy to Iran if the United States launches a ground invasion. According to Press TV, these forces are loyal to Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov and have told Tehran they will fight alongside the Iranian armed forces if US troops move beyond air and missile strikes onto Iranian soil. The reports describe the ongoing US-Israeli war against Iran as a religious war and say the Chechen side is framing any direct intervention as a jihad, a battle of good versus evil in defense of the Islamic Republic.
Well, I'm sure Trump feels like you can't have World War III without Russia. It just wouldn't be right. We have the best war and we have the best opponents you've ever seen. This is going to be a great World War III. You're going to love it. Russia would be very offended if we didn't invite them. So that's what it sounds like to me. So what do you make of that threat?
I don't know. I've talked to some sources who are saying that a lot of that's being overblown. That these are
Well, what you don't know and where you think things are being overblown, the prophets, we know, and we know it's not being overblown. So real quick lesson. I just thought I'd put this up just to keep, everybody in the loop. They're listening to the true prophets. And before we begin, as always, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakwakwadas. Double honors to my elders at Great Millstone. Honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. And you already know where we go. Ezekiel chapter 38, right? Dealing with the third woe, World War III, the Valley of Decision, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, Armageddon, okay? And this is Ezekiel chapter 38. And if you hear me in the background cooking, hey, that's what I'm doing, I'm cooking. And this is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. So this is what you have been witnessing if you have been paying attention to the true prophets. We've been setting our face against Gog, the land of Magog, what you know today as modern day Russia. Okay, we've been setting our face against them, telling them what they're going to do before they do it. For once again, this is what the prophets do. All right, we tell you what's going to take place before it takes place. And we do this work in the name of who? In the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So you can understand and know who the true power in this earth. And we, when I say we, meaning the biblical Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, when we, the men of the Lord, for we come from those tribes, when we go out on these street corners and we prophesy these things, y'all look at us like we don't know what we're speaking about. But as we always state, as time goes on, you're going to understand and well know that a prophet have been amongst you. Okay? For these prophecies shall continue to come to pass. And they're going to come to pass exactly how we state they will come to pass. So again, we've been telling you that Russia is going to be back in Iran. And how do we know? Because the prophecies told us. And we're getting into the prophecy right now. Verse 3. And say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, a.k.a. Russia, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws. And I will bring thee forth in all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords. So who's controlling the politics? Who's controlling the heads of Russia to do what they're doing? Yeah, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Got a spirit placed upon Putin's mind frame to do what he's doing. And the scripture stated what? That he's going to bring them forth with all their military might. Handling what? Handling bucklers and shields. and Swords, all of them, a great company, you see. Verse 5, Persia, modern day Iran, you see. Yeah, they tag teaming together. Yeah, Persia, Ethiopia, yeah, Ethiopia gonna be with them also, and Libya, you see that, with them. All of them with shield and helmet. You see, all of them with shield and helmet. All of them with their military might. Where they going with that military might? Over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Once again, what you know is modern day Iraq, South Syria, by the Euphrates River. Verse 6, Gomor and all his bands. Yeah, Turkey also. Is not Turkey part of NATO? Yeah, Turkey is part of NATO. Guess what? Turkey is going to join them too. So just like the video previous to this one, like I said, we've been stating and telling you people that Saudi Arabia and Qatar and Kuwait and all those other Arabian countries was going to come back together and then tag team with Iran. And also you're going to have Togomar, or the North Quarters, Gomar, or what you know is modern day Turkey. They're going to come along also and tag team with what you know as Russia, Iran, and the rest of those nations. And once again, the beast, all right, and the 10 horns shall hate the whore, meaning the 10 horns, the 10 founding EU nations, and the beast is NATO, which is what they founded. They shall hate the whore meaning America. And all these things are taking place in the here and now, in the right now. And you're only going to get this truth from the true prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Continuing, verse 5, Persia and Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet, Gomor and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the North Quarters, aka Turkey, and all his bands and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So yeah, Russia is a support system, a guard unto them. You see? So all you people thinking that this ain't gonna happen, or this ain't gonna be, or this, oh man, that's just some BS. That ain't real. Well, guess what? Prophecy gonna prove you wrong. And we the prophets, we stand on prophecy. And what we say shall come to pass, because the words that we speak are the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the true power that's in this earth, man. All right, Yahweh meaning the Father, Yahushua meaning the Son, Yahweh meaning He is, He exists, Yahushua the Son meaning He is salvation, He is to save, and He's coming back to save who? His people, the Israelites, all right, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, according to your father. If your father or your father is a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you are a biblical Israelite. I don't care if you walking around this bitch looking like damn John Travolta. If your father or your father is a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you are a biblical Israelite. I don't care if you walking around here looking like Bruce Leroy. If your father or your father is a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you are a biblical Israelite. I don't care if you walking around here looking like damn whatever nation on this earth, man. If your father or your father is a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you are the biblical Israelites according to the scriptures. And with that, all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Double honors to my elders at Great Millstone. Honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. Shalom.